forever. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Till next time, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing on. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Greetings, dearest America. This is your president, John Henry Eden. Let's chat, shall we? Did you know there are those amongst us who would shatter our hopes for peace, order, and security? These radical malcontents don't care about you. They don't care about America. All they care about is fulfilling their own selfish desires. Let's take a tally of these agitators, shall we? There are, of course, the raiders, those anarchistic ruffians who roam the wastes.
Ah, look at this! New blood! Tell me, boy, you ever hear... Now, I don't know you from Adam, but I got you pegged for a patriot. And any patriot worth his salt is gonna toss his gun in for the Enclave. Any day now, they're gonna roll up here, and then this nightmare will be over for good. But listen to me, Ramble. I'm Nathan. What can I do for you? Why? Why? Look around you. This is the good old USA. Sure, she looks a little bit different these days, but you're still on American soil. And even if you were born in some underground vault, you were born under the United States, which makes you an American. And it's your duty and my duty to support our country and our president, no matter what. Understand?
Last but not least, the hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire downtown D.C. area. Lawlessness, terror, murder. They're all around us. I know.
Why, that's unthinkable. Where in the Constitution does it say that we're supposed to run around questioning the government? Huh?
Oh, no. The Enclave will restore peace, order, and prosperity to this great nation. And those who oppose us will be removed forever. So remember, America.
Well, when you put it that way, wait, you're just trying to confuse me with your fancy vault education and your textbooks. I'll have none of it. Did you have something else you wanted to ask, or were you done with your crazy talk? They're on the radio. They have been for years. President Eden talks about everything they're doing. They got flying robots all around, watching everything so they know what to do when they finally swoop in and clean this place up. You'll see. People think I'm just a crazy old man. Things will be different when the Enclave gets here. God bless the Enclave.
To hear the thunder of his voice.
This is Enclave Radio with your host, me, President John Henry Eden.
For Christ's sake, you don't look sick, and you sure as hell don't look dead, so why are you bothering me? Well now, let's take a look at you. Some second-degree burns, a couple of flesh wounds. It'll take some work, but I can fix you up for 75. You kidding me? What are you wasting my time for? Not quite as good as that vault stuff you're used to, but it'll do you. Try to be careful. Don't even think of breaking into that.
This is President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of America.
Can't even afford some damn squirrel stew.
Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden, and I was hoping we could talk. When I was a child, growing up in rural Kentucky, I had the best friend a boy could hope for, my dear old dog, Honey. Oh, the adventures we had. From Nod Creek to Hagenville we roamed, carefree and courageous, irresponsible, and completely inseparable. It was, for a little boy, the perfect existence. So, let me ask you, America, how many of your children can say the same? How many of this nation's youth are truly happy, truly carefree? Well, we both know the answer, don't we? No. America's children live a terrifying, meaningless existence. There is no hope, no happiness. That changes right here, right now. From this moment onward, the children of this great nation are its highest priority. The Enclave will restore every American school, reinstate every youth program, and offer counseling and financial assistance to any family in need. We will match up the destitute, orphan children of the capital wasteland with qualified, eligible adults. We will rebuild the American family as it was meant to be. Values of our past shall be the foundation of our future. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait, for soon this great nation will be reborn. And the Enclave will be its salvation. Till next time, this is President Eden, signing off. President John Henry Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of warmth and reason in this cold, unreasonable world. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. Courage and perseverance have a magical talisman, before which difficulties disappear and obstacles vanish into the air. Greetings, dearest America. This is your president, John Henry Eden. Let's chat, shall we? I've been thinking quite a bit lately about something we can all relate to, something that is unquestionably, inescapably American. I am referring, of course, to our great national pastime, baseball. Or so it had been. That's right, America. Before we were devastated by atomic war, each state had its own professional baseball team. Imagine a perfect, cloudless day. The sun is warm and welcoming. And on the horizon, they appear like knights of yore, armed with bats of ash and hickory. Their name, the Capitol Congressmen. Their purpose, to make you, dear America, revel in the joys of sport and sunshine, if only for an afternoon. Now, ask yourself this. What if the Capitol Congressmen could live again? What if they could compete with baseball teams from Pennsylvania or Maryland? Put your faith in John Henry Eden, great America, and baseball will live again. Comfort, recreation, healthy competition, all will live again. This country will live again. We've got a part now, you and I, but don't be sad, America. The Enclave is working tirelessly to rebuild this great nation, so you don't have to. Till next time, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing off. This is President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of America. Sweet America, hello again. This is President Eden. I'd like to have a chat. We live in an age of poverty, greed, violence, destruction. Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as the Capital Wasteland. The Capital Wasteland. How did it come to this, America? How did your leaders allow the most powerful nation on Earth to die? The answer is really quite simple. Incompetence. Incompetence at the highest echelons of power. We put our trust, our faith, in half-wits. Our intrepid leaders had everything they wanted. Power, wealth, prestige. And it made them lazy, America. Oh, yes, and laziness breeds stupidity. Rest assured, I will not make the mistakes of my predecessors. When John Henry Eden builds a country, he builds it to last. The American way. Don't you, my darling America, deserve that? Don't you deserve a future free of war and fear and terrible uncertainty? Of course you do. As President of the United States, you have my solemn pledge that I will never rest until we have what we deserve. A place to truly call home. But for now, my America, we must part. Restoring the greatest country in the world to its former glory, well, that takes time, even for the Enclave. Till we meet again, this is John Henry Eden signing off. This is Enclave Radio with your host, me, President John Henry Eden. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. Everybody likes a compliment. You're listening to Enclave Radio. I'm John Henry Eden, President of the Enclave, President of America,
Every eye shall
President
be blind
of your
with his
heart.
glory. Every ear shall be stricken.
So, what'll it be today? We've got some noodles, and the Brahmin steak is pretty good too. Have a look. Most of it's edible. Some of it even tastes good.
I'm President John Henry Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio. The voice of warmth and reason in this cold, unreasonable world. Greetings again, sweet America. This is President John Henry Eden, and I'd like to chat if you've got a moment. It's time we discuss something rather important. The issue at hand is, well, my presidency. The question has been raised, I know, as to just how I came to be elected to this most illustrious office, or whether or not I had been elected at all. To that I must answer, of course. Of course I was elected, sweet America. Of course. Isn't the right to vote the very foundation of a democracy? Fortunately, in the interest of national security, I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the election. You understand. But rest assured, I am your president, because the appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be. I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. And that person will have our full faith and confidence and carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy now and forever. But for now, my America, we must part. Restoring the greatest country in the world to its former glory, well, that takes time, even for the Enclave. Until next time, this is John Henry Eden signing off.
Enjoy. Come back if you need something.
In death, to hear the thunder of his voice. Women and children of to gather and behold.
And now,
the
one of
power
my
atoms.
inspirational quotes
Let those who
from the
dwell
mouth of
here
your
in
president,
his favored
John
land.
Henry Eden, straight to your heart. There never was a time, in my opinion, some way could not be found to prevent the drawing of the sword.
Hey there, buddy. Good. Damn it. Who told you? I mean, I can hook you up. A solid chem dealer is hard to find out here in the wastes. Trust me. I know. I can only sell to you when my shift at the Lantern is over. Meet me up at the water treatment plant if you need something.
You're listening to Enclave Radio. I'm John Henry Eden, President of the Enclave, President of America, President of your heart. Sweet America.
Hey, I'm not
Hello
much of a
again.
mudslinger.
This is
I don't like to
President
spread
Eden.
stuff around, you know what I
I'd like to
mean?
have a chat.
Everybody has their secrets.
Did you know
Let's keep them that
there
way.
are those amongst us who would shatter our hopes for peace,
Well,
order,
there's
and
this and that.
These radical malcontents
Look,
don't care
keep
about
your
you.
bullshit
They don't
judgments to
care
yourself,
about
man.
America.
Just don't tell
All they
Jenny or
care
Andy
about
and we'll be
is
fine.
fulfilling their own selfish desires. Let's take a tally
Well,
of these
Moriarty
entities,
thinks he is,
shall we?
but Lucas Sims is the law around here and everyone knows it.
Those anarchistic ruffians who roam the wastes, preying
Sure thing, my
on
man.
any and all, stealing, murdering. The so-called Brotherhood of Steel. Don't be fooled by their pseudo-knightly nonsense or supposed connections to the United States Army.
See you soon.
Power-armored Boy Scouts are nothing more than common criminals with access to some antiquated technology. Criminals who have had the audacity to claim this country's most important military installation,
That's
the
secure
Pentagon,
for a reason.
as their own personal clubhouse. And don't be fooled, America. Those who have left the Brotherhood of Steel, branded outcasts, are just as dangerous, even more so, being in exile. And what about the slavers of Paradise Falls? Frighteningly irradiated
And
ghouls
drink
of
the
underworld.
waters of the globe.
And last
For
but
this
not
ancient
least,
weapon of
the
war
hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire downtown DC area.
as a reminder
Lawlessness, terror, murder. They're all around us. I know. But not for long, sweet America. Not for long. Oh, no. The Enclave will restore peace, order, and prosperity to this great nation. And those who oppose us will be removed forever. We've got a part now, you and I, but don't be sad, America. The Enclave is working tirelessly to rebuild this great nation, so you don't have to. Till next time, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing off. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. Avoid popularity if you would have peace.
So what's it going to be? Here. Enjoy. Have a good one, stranger.